Good morning, my friends. It is 3:40 in the morning, and I'll be leaving here in about 40 minutes. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to be cooking a breakfast, and then I'm going to be going to work. Now, today, this video is kind of about the things that are happening in the world today. Now, I don't know exactly but the way things are going, I can almost bet this. So, we have this thing with the Taliban, right? And it just kind of strikes a little weird to me because I'm beginning to think that maybe this whole thing was that. It reminds me of 1975 when they evacuated the people out of Hanoi and we left. And after 20 years of fighting that war in Vietnam, no one really won. And so we left, and the same scenario, they had a helicopter taking people off the buildings, and they left in 1975. So this is kind of the same kind of a little thing. Only I don't believe that this is actually over, because the Taliban just released a bunch of very, very, very hardened type criminals. Now, about 6 months ago, well, more than 6, right before you-know-who was put into office, I predicted that it wouldn't be too long before you-know-what, I won't say that word either because you're getting banned over a lot of things now. But anyway, I said that there would probably be a skirmish in the Middle East within 6 months. Well, 7 months, 8 months, and here's the skirmish. Now, just because this is all going on doesn't mean it's over for us. Now, this is the Middle East. There is a biblical verse about beginning in the desert. And the way everything is going, this looks like this could be it. It may not be, but it looks like it could be. So, that's a very interesting fact. Now, there have been 2 pretty good sized earthquakes in Haiti. Killed 1,300 people. Because see, here, when we had our earthquake, it wasn't the same as that one. Because our infrastructure here is a little bit better. So, we didn't fare as bad here because of the way our infrastructure is. Theirs is really bad. So they had 2 7.2 earthquakes that's already killed 1,300 people. Now, sure, earthquakes happen, but the way they're going, and now, you know, when a lot of bigger quakes happen, they're not 6s, they're in the 7s now. They're bigger. They're getting bigger each time. So, there's that. Then, now, albeit, this is probably the Aleutian Islands or something else, but there are 2 to 3 active volcanoes that are popping off there at the same time. Now remember, this is Alaska, that's still America, but it's not the continental U.S., and it's up there. So, there's that. See, this is your global warming. This has got nothing to do with you. You do not create earthquakes. You do not create all this other stuff. That does not happen from you. That does not happen because of humans goofing around with the environment. Earthquakes don't. No, we're moving. When does this all end? I don't know. Now, for all you people, now I don't really like this person myself. I do still listen to the guy. A lot of people think that my whole belief about this person is that I think that this guy, coffee talk, which he doesn't say that anymore. But anyway, all this stuff is starting to happen. And people watch it go by and they don't believe that it's happening, and what it is what it is. So, I believe this could be that war. It hasn't started yet, but it's going to. And like I said, you got earthquakes and volcanoes and all that. And I have a person, like I said, that I follow, but I don't really get to comment because the guy won't allow comments anymore. I don't know what it is. But Gil Broussard is very good with his stuff. So is Bob Fletcher. There is an 11-hour video on here of Bob Fletcher. I put it on almost every night and listen to it when I go to bed because I like to listen to whatever before I go to sleep. And it's very interesting because what the guy says is all true. Now, I can't say it because my last channel got banned. But that got me banned for saying anything about it. But he said that this would all begin with that. Didn't call it that. He just said it would be I don't know the sign language for that one. But maybe I can get away with and say it. Pandemic. He said that was what it would start with. Well, and what did I tell you? False flags. False flags begin with real events. So this isn't fake. Because I know whatever it was I had made me pretty sick. The funniest thing is today is I have a sore throat, but it's gone on for 2 days and I'm not sick. So I don't know what it is. Anyway, with that being said, that's that. So I believe that we're in the beginnings of a lot of things. A lot of changes. If you guys think that and here's another thing. Some people have been talking about this, and nothing may happen. But next month is a big major anniversary here for an event that happened, which I won't mention. You guys should know what it is. And being that this year ends in a 1, it's just something to be watching. That's all. That's all I got to say because I don't like to involve myself in anything and then get in trouble. So with that, that's that. But that's what that is. So anyway, like I said, there's a guy on, he still has a channel. It's not on YouTube or any of these other places because they won't allow him. But you can still, you can't, like Apple iPhone, you can't download that app anymore for you know who, you know? You can on Android, they have the app. Now on iPhone, you can go to it at website, drop it down onto your home screen, kind of like an app, and you can either watch it or listen to it. I do believe that this guy is someone else. A lot of people don't. And after he was on Joe Rogan, I began to really believe that maybe he is this person they keep saying he is. But everybody's, oh no, you're a nut. That's not him. No, I don't know. Sure doesn't resemble him, and there's a lot of weird things that are going on with him. So with that, there's that. But is this the biblical war? Is this going to be where it begins? I don't know. But now if you stop and think about the system being a beast system, makes a little bit more sense. See? Makes a little bit more sense to you then. Not a real person, not this, not that. But I predicted that 6 months to 7 months, so it was only 1 month off, that there would be some kind of a weird thing happen within the Middle East, and sure enough. Because I just kind of knew it. I won't go into the particulars of why I think I know it, but I think it's because of what I think. And now, when you want to talk about a certain thing, aiding a country, and see, like I said in a different video, just because they say, oh, this person aided this country and they got weapons, and it doesn't mean that they personally did. It just means that we left them behind, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're leaving all this stuff behind us. Trucks, weapons, all that, which they can use against us. Yes. That's what they mean by aiding other countries. See? So with that, there's that. I don't have much else to really go into, except that there were two. Like I said, that earthquake, and it killed a lot of people. And here's another thing. Now these guys get a lot of bad weather. Okay, on the East Coast, so that is normal. And I wasn't saying this in a bad manner. I mean, it wasn't really. I was kind of joking, but I understand that it's a serious event. But when this whole Hurricane Fred came in, I said, oh, well, they always name it a guy when it comes in, and they make it a woman when it goes out. And I said, well, wow, how's Fred? Why can't it be Wilma? And a lot of people thought that was semi-funny. And then they named it Grace after Fred Astaire and Grace Kelly. So then they're going to name a new one. And I said, what's this one going to be? Fred? And he didn't say anything. I mean, I said, what was I going to say? What's the next one going to be? Barney? Anyway, that was my off-the-wall humor that some people don't find funny. But anyway, earthquakes and volcanoes and all this stuff. And here's one more little item for 4 more minutes here. California is going through a big, major drought. Major drought. We haven't had rain in a year, at least. If maybe not longer. And here, where I'm near, close to the Silicon Valley, and all these new homes and all this shit, they just keep building. And it isn't doing anything. It's just fucking making it worse. And it doesn't rain. Remember what they used to say about a few years ago, that the government would one day control the weather. Doesn't mean they can make it. It just means they can hold it back or make it worse. And for some of you people, you might know where that place is. I won't bring that up. A lot of things on YouTube you can't say anymore. You say that, oh no, that's a strike on you. All I'm telling you is what I believe. Anyway, my friends, I'm going to be on this channel again for a few more days. I go over to the other one and do a short here and there to see if I can post, and still, no, you mentioned that word. Oh, no. Yeah. Anyway, my friends, peace. I'll be seeing you. You guys have a good day.